Over the past 25 years, world leaders, prime ministers and presidents, like countless others, have been able to visit and experience the Mandir's message of harmony, faith and service. Serving the country, supporting our families and neighbours and keeping us safe. They have all experienced how the Mandir has brought the community closer together. For each one of them, a visit to the Mandir has been an enriching experience. Whether it is in realizing the power of prayer, in feeling the strength of non-violence, in learning about the universal nature of Hindus' timeless wisdom, or in simply admiring its beauty. Each element has had a spiritual significance that has, in many ways, also served society. The Mandir has provided a safe space for constructive interfaith dialogue between people of different beliefs, cultures and opinions. It has facilitated open and honest conversations in local communities with religious leaders. This has provided a springboard for collaborative action to strengthen society and, standing together, to build harmonious communities through interfaith understanding, mutual respect and cohesion. His Royal Highness the Prince of Wales is a devoted advocate of interfaith relations, as well as a kind and dear friend of BAPS and the London Mandir. It was his wish to join our celebrations by sending a personal message of appreciation and congratulations to everyone at the Mandir.
Your Holiness Mahant Swami Maharaj, Swamijis, ladies and gentlemen, Namaste and Jai Swami Narayan. It really is a great joy to me to be able to send a message of congratulations to you all on the 25th anniversary of the opening of the Neasden Mandir. On each of my 4 visits, including 2 occasions with my wife in order to celebrate the festivals of Holi and Diwali, I have always been afforded the most marvellous welcome. I've also been struck by the very special beauty and craftsmanship of the building, the remarkable spirit of volunteerism and community service, and the sheer sense of peace and tranquility that one experiences there. I first met His Holiness Pramukh Swami Maharaj, the founder of the Neasden Mandir, in 1997 at St James's Palace. I remember being deeply touched by his sincerity, his warmth and humility, and by the way in which His Holiness exemplified genuine kindness and compassion. It was these qualities that energized and guided all your marvellous volunteers from across the United Kingdom to complete the construction of this Mandir in only 3 years. It is wonderful that over this past quarter of a century, the Mandir has become a thriving centre for the British Hindu community and a place where families are able to learn about their religious values as well as their cultural heritage. I've also been particularly impressed by the way in which the Mandir has reached beyond the Hindu community and welcomed millions of visitors from all faiths and none in order to share perspectives and learn from one another. This year, the dreadful COVID-19 pandemic has caused significant disruption, suffering and anxiety all over the world. In this country, it has given me immense pride to learn of the way in which the Hindu community, including such a large number of BAPS volunteers, have been so active in their support for those in need, providing thousands of hot meals and assistance for the elderly and the most vulnerable. Of course, I realise that very many Hindus have been doing such vital work in our National Health Service and in other key roles, and I particularly wanted to express my gratitude and admiration for all you do. In all these marvellous efforts, and in the work of the Neasden Mandir over these past 25 years, it seems to me that you embody His Holiness Pramukh Swami Maharaj's message, "In the joy of others lies our own." I need hardly say that at some point in the future, I do so hope I will be able to return to the Mandir and see you all again. Until then, I can only send you my heartfelt best wishes for this very special anniversary.
Happy birthday. It's going to be a silver jubilee to be proud of and to celebrate across the whole of the UK. This is a national landmark. I remember I was Mayor of London in 2012 when this was one of the things that we put when visitors came to London. We identified the Neasden Mandir as one of the great sights of London. And it's going to be 25 years old. It's the living embodiment of values, of the contribution by the Hindu community to our culture here in the UK today, which is enormous. And it's very exciting to be here because it's not just a spiritual place. It's obviously very spiritual, but it brings thousands of people together in a way that is fun, that is educational, that promotes social cohesion, and promotes values that are very important for our country. I've always found a sense of peace in the shrines and in where I have an opportunity to pay my respects to the divinity, and the beauty of the architecture and the sculpture is also very striking. This is a temple that every day brings kids from around the UK, from every community to come and see what's going on, and I think it gives people a sense of the vital importance of faith and also what Hinduism and what the Hindu community is contributing to our country.
"25 years ago, I joined the historic celebrations at BAPS Sri Swaminarayan Mandir. For the Hindu community, this was a moment like no other, because it brought together Hindus from across the generations and also from across the country, and it has since then been the centre point of our community and cultural relations for decades. The Mandir is, of course, a central part of so many lives for so many people, but it's also well known for the extensive way in which it brings people together of all faiths and also of no faiths, but all backgrounds, and also how we celebrate the very best of our culture and auspicious occasions and festivals while respecting the values of Hinduism. Many leaders and dignitaries have paid their own respect to our community when visiting the Mandir. To this day, the Mandir remains an iconic place of worship for us all. And I've been blessed as I've visited the Mandir on many occasions, and also through my own connection, through my family, which makes this Mandir a deeply special place.
Absolutely so happy to be joining you and the members of the community of the temple today on this very auspicious occasion when you complete 25 years since the establishment of this world-famous temple. I see it as a monument to the success of your community, to the success of the devotees that have come together and collaborated and contributed to build it, but also a symbol of your commitment to spirituality, the kind of spirituality that is embodied in the ancient Indian philosophy of Vasudeva Kutumbakam. And that was seen at the time of the COVID lockdown, when all of the members of the temple community came out, helped the citizens and the communities around them, and I'm really proud of that.
I'd like to wish you a very happy 25th anniversary of the Neasden Mandir in London. This Mandir is one of my favourite places to visit in London and has become an important part of our city's skyline. It only benefits the local community in Brent, but it's something that everyone in our city can be proud of. I want to thank the elders of the community who, led by the vision of the late His Holiness Pramukh Swami Maharaj, ensured that this beautiful mandir was built not only to serve the Hindu community locally, but to bring people together from different faiths and backgrounds. I also want to pay tribute to all the volunteers in the Hindu community who continue to selflessly serve the wider community and contribute immensely to our great city. This has been more evident than ever during the COVID-19 crisis. Your community is a vital part of what makes London the greatest city in the world, a place where we don't just tolerate our differences, but we respect, embrace, and celebrate them. Thank you, and happy 25th anniversary.